it's Jess from The Innovative Mama, and in today's video, I'm sharing 3 taste-safe Play-Doh recipes that you can make right at home. But before we get into the recipes, please be sure to click that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you never miss any fun and educational activities that you can do at home with your little one. Now let's check out our 3 options for taste-safe Play-Doh recipes. So one thing that's really important to note is that if you're going to make Play-Doh edible for your child, it's really important to make sure you're not using raw flour. So raw flour can actually contain E. coli and other bacteria, which can be harmful to your child if ingested. So a really easy solution on how to fix this is just simply to toast the flour before you put it in your Play-Doh recipe. So I'm just using regular all-purpose flour today, and I'm just gonna measure out how much I need for all of my recipes, and you're just gonna go ahead and place it on a cookie sheet and bake it in the oven for 350 degrees for 5 minutes. This will heat up the flour and kill all the harmful bacteria that may be lingering on the flour. So our first recipe is just gonna be a more traditional homemade Play-Doh recipe. So I'm starting out with 1 cup of flour, and then adding in 1/4 cup of salt, and then 1 tablespoon of cream of tartar. After that, you're going to go ahead and mix all of your dry ingredients together. Next, you're gonna add about 5 to 10 drops of food coloring in 1/2 cup of warm water, and then mix it up and slowly add it to the dry mixture. Once everything is combined, you're gonna go ahead and put your mixture on a surface and then start to knead it with your hands until it's no longer sticky. If it is sticky, then you can just add a tiny bit more flour until it's not sticky anymore. So next we have this really simple oatmeal Play-Doh recipe. So I took 2 cups of oatmeal and ground it up in my little NutriBlender. Once it had no more clumps in it, I then went ahead and dumped it into a large mixing bowl before adding 1 cup of flour. You're then going to take a cup of warm water and then add as much food coloring as you'd like to it, and then stir it up, and then again slowly mix it into your dry mix. I honestly felt like I added so much food coloring and it really still didn't come out like super pigmented like I wanted it to, so feel free to go as crazy as you want with that. You're then just gonna stir it until it's all combined, just like we did with the first recipe, and then dump it out onto a table or whatever surface you're working on, and continue to knead it with your hands, again, until it's not sticky. Our third recipe is my personal favorite, which is Jello Playdough. So I make this right in a pot because we are gonna have to cook this on the stove. So you're just gonna start with 1 cup of flour and then add 1/2 cup of salt, and then 1 cup of water and 1 tablespoon of oil, 2 teaspoons of cream of tartar, and then 1 package of unsweetened Jello. I love using the unsweetened because it doesn't have the sugar, which makes it sticky. You're then going to mix all the ingredients together over medium heat on the stove and stir constantly until it starts to stick together. So you'll start to notice it'll get almost like mashed potato consistency. Once it gets to that consistency, you can take it out of the pot and then knead it on the table or whatever surface you're working on. Just be careful, obviously, if you're taking it right off the stove, it is going to be hot, so you should be still kneading it when it's warm, but just make sure it's cool enough for you to touch. There are our 3 taste-safe Play-Doh recipes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to subscribe before you go. Thanks for watching.